Feels weird to be recording like a Q&A again, because it's been like, I think nearly 2 years, I'm pretty sure. Like a year and a half at least, I don't know. You know, I'm recording with OBS again. You know how long it's been since I've recorded with OBS? It's been 3 weeks, but you know. Anyways, welcome to my 4,000 subscriber Q&A. Yeah, I put up a post. You sent your questions more than I thought I would get, to be honest. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, thanks for 4,000 subscribers. That's it. I don't know. I'm just gonna read out questions. I don't have a script or anything. I've skimmed some of them, but I haven't really thought out answers for basically any of these questions. Shout out to the first comment on the post. The first question is Brute Hot. So that's the end of my Q&A. Any opinions about the BFB and TC2? Hold on. Oh, the babyface blaster? It's fine. I don't know. Who cares? Are you likely to play other games than TC2 in the future? Yeah, I already do play other games. But I'm assuming you mean make videos on other games. Maybe. I don't know. It wouldn't be on this channel. If I ever quit TC2, which... I don't know why I say if I ever quit TC2. I'm gonna quit like next year at this point. Then I would probably just upload other videos on a different channel. Maybe I'd just switch to uploading on my second channel, since that's already basically not a TC2 channel. But the 7GM9 channel is typical colors too, and it's always gonna be that way. So if I quit TC2, I'm just gonna stop uploading here, or on my other channel, since this video is going up on my second channel. This doesn't make any sense. How do you still find motivation to play TC2? That's a good-ass question, man. I don't know. Mostly updates, and I usually play TC2 with friends. That's kind of the main reason. My overall interest in TC2 is probably at an all-time low, or at least comparatively to like 2 years ago. I don't play TC2 nearly as much as I used to, but you know, from time to time, a few hours here and there. What are your favorite loadouts to use on your most used classes? It's mostly just stock. It's nothing really interesting. I'll just put up like every loadout that I've been using for the past few weeks on every class. Again, it's mostly just stock. It's not like it's anything wacky or interesting. Do you think the new hats and updates are good? I think the updates have been alright recently. I'm not the biggest fan of the hats recently. The spring crate was pretty weak. The new summer crate was better, I think, than the spring crate, but I wouldn't say I like most of the hats in there. I think the only hat that I really like from that crate is like the mafioso, and basically nothing else. So what's your favorite weapon and how many kills do you have on it? Probably like all time my favorite weapon, I don't know. I don't know what my all-time favorite weapon would be. Because, like, I don't want to have a boring answer like the stock rocket launcher. I mean, who give a fuck? I don't know, it'd probably just be the Huntsman, because I don't really know what else it would be that wouldn't just be like a stock weapon. My most killed weapon is probably like my rocket launcher or grenade launcher. I don't know what my career kills on Huntsman are. Okay, 4,300 career kills with the Huntsman. So I think it's fair to say it's at least somewhere up there for my favorite weapon. What weapon in TC2 needs a buff/nerf? I think there's a lot of things that need buffs right now. But what do I think needs to be nerfed right now? I don't think there's anything that I find particularly overpowered right now to the point where I think it needs like a nerf specifically. Or at least if there was, I think I'd think of it off the top of my head. But I mean, there's plenty of things that I think should be buffed. Just wait until the new video comes out and I'll give you a weapon that I think might need to be buffed. But you gotta wait for that. Why did God let you live? Because one day he wants me to kill you, Nekiak. What is my least favorite weapon? That's one I can answer. My least favorite weapon is the double trouble. I hate the double trouble. I don't know anyone who likes the double trouble. I don't know any reason to like the double trouble. Are you addicted to VSB official or community servers? I guess official servers. They gutted VSB. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. So I haven't really played it since they quote-unquote remastered it or whatever the sometimes I'll play community servers, but it's mostly just VSB slop servers on community servers, so, like, I don't care. Those aren't very fun. So yeah, mostly I'll just play, like, official servers. I asked this to No Sky, I don't know who that is. Which TC2 item do you think is the most edible other than the food in Squid Coil? Okay. Hear me out. The Rejuvenator. I don't know what the Rejuvenator is. I don't know what it's made of, but it does look like food. Do you think this summer update is better than the other ones? Or nah? Nah, man. I think these summer updates are okay. I still have fun with them for a few days, and then TC2 becomes bland again, but I don't think anything's ever gonna really top summer 2022 for me, which I think they just can't because of how many, like, systems that they completely redid, so it'd be stupid for them to do that all again, but not exactly just the size of that update. Also, like, the battle pass was really fun for someone like me who doesn't really have anything to work towards besides broken achievements and an impossible amount of XP to level up. It was good to have something to just do for like a week or so. Actually, not really a week. I did it in like 2 days, but it was still fun to grind at something. Okay, I really like this next question. Do you hate your fans? I don't think as a general group of people I hate everyone who's my fan, but if you're not acting normal to me and you're not very respectful, yeah, I probably don't like you. But if you're a normal person who treats me like a normal person, then I'm completely fine talking to you. Where do you make your edits? Everything's done in Premiere Pro. And how long have you played TC2? Too long. But seriously, like 5 years, I think, maybe a little more. Like I said, too long. How do you get your first unusual in trading? Asking for a friend. You're asking the wrong dude. It may come as a surprise to you to hear that I've actually never traded before. I just don't really care about TC2 items at all. I can't be bothered. Any items I have are ones that I got myself from just drops or anything like that, or I've just unboxed, you know, or gifts from, like, close friends, and that's kind of it. I've never traded with anyone. I've never traded any items, or at least not that I remember. The closest things I have to trading are gifts from friends and random people, and signing weapons. So, I don't think either of those count. So, if you're trying to get your first unusual in trading, I don't know, man. You can find someone with a cheap unusual. You can find someone with a cheap unusual that wants to trade it for, like, some strange weapon. There's gonna be someone. What did it feel like when you first played TC2, and how does it feel seeing TC2 now? I don't really remember much of, like, first playing TC2. Like, literally, barely anything, but basically, TC2 was just like Arsenal 2 to me. Like, Arsenal was the goddamn game back then, so, you know, obviously. Game like Arsenal is an obvious hit. I don't know. It didn't take a lot to impress me for Roblox game standards, like, probably 5 years ago. Obviously, they were a lot lower than they are now, so comparatively, looking back on, like, old TC2 archives, it is very questionable to me how I even liked old TC2 period, because playing those archives is so bad, I can't even believe I played that game. TC2 now is, I mean, I think they're going in a decent direction with it. I don't think I personally care as much about TC2 or what they do with the game anymore. And that's not because I think that they're taking it in a bad direction. I think the people who work on TC2 at least vaguely know what they want to do with the game. But I don't personally care that much about TC2 anymore. That's not like I don't care at all. I care a little bit, but not like a whole ton. Opinions on the new Market Gardener mechanic. I don't really know. I think the point of it is to stop you from doing, like, little tiny rocket jumps and hitting, like, a market garden from someone after you get, like, a foot off the ground. I think that's the point of it. It's just based on how much velocity you have, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't really play with the market gardener that often anymore, so I don't really care what they do to it anymore. They're probably just gonna keep nerfing it until they think they've balanced it out. I don't think they have any clue what they're doing with it anymore. It kind of feels directionless for what they want the market gardener to be in terms of their downsides they keep adding to it, because, I mean, they just keep adding more and it's not really doing anything. I get that market gardens are easy in TC2, but I don't think it's ever gonna change that they're easy in TC2, so I don't think, no matter how many downsides you add to this, they're still gonna be pretty easy to hit. I mean, the velocity change does need you to hit more of a better rocket jump, I guess. It hasn't really affected me much for when I've been playing with the market gardener. I rarely see 108 on it anymore. Again, except for those specific scenarios where you do a tiny rocket jump and try to hit someone immediately. That's what I think the point of the nerf was, to get rid of that. What was the main reason you started playing TC2? Not talking about how you found it out. Like I brought up earlier, it was just like Arsenal 2 to me, and you know, I loved playing Arsenal back in the day just as much as the next guy, so when there's a game like Arsenal, you know, it was the shit. I just liked shooter games. I still like shooter games, and Roblox standards were pretty low, so it didn't take much to impress me to find a game that I could just grind out, especially because it was a shooter game. What do you think of kunai agent mains? I don't care. I think they made the weapon pretty bad now, so I don't really know why a ton. I think like a lot of people are staying on kunai, because I see like a lot of people who have like these strange or collector's kunais, and they kind of don't want to give it up because they got this item they invested so much into, and they kind of made it not so great anymore. I don't know. It's a lot easier to deal with now, on the other end of it, so at least there's that. Are you always tired of finding clips on TC2? Say finding like I'm looking for treasure. No, collecting clips on TC2, I don't think I'm tired of. Like I said, I mostly play TC2 with my friends, and that's most of the time when I clip shit, is because something funny happens when I'm playing with friends. So I don't mind playing TC2, like every once in a while. If you could have an item in TC2 made just for you, no one else has it, what would you want it to be? Okay, hear me out. The Mule Mauler, but it's yellow, not golden. It's just yellow. I don't know, man. I don't care. I don't care about any TC2 items. It'd just be something stupid like that, man. Can you give me an overnight oats recipe? What? Overnight oats. What? Hey, man. I don't know what the hell this is. It looks kind of good, though. I'm sorry to disappoint. I don't got an overnight oats recipe for you. What the hell? What recording software do you use? Usually Shadowplay for clip dumps and stuff like that. Occasionally OBS, like I'm using for this video. What motivates you to do YouTube? Creating videos is cool. I like making something, even if it's not really to like make videos for my fans or for other people to see. It's cool to make something for myself that's cool. Is it simple to start up a channel and have good content? I'm assuming you mean, like, is it easy to make good videos? And I guess not. No. If you think my videos are good, then I wouldn't describe them as exactly challenging to make. Like, it's not hard to make a clip dump. I'm not trying to hide that. If you've never created a video before, you probably aren't gonna have like your first hit be an awesome video. It's probably gonna be shit, and I don't mean that to be rude. What's your opinion on Xbox TC2 players? Fuck you guys. Do you think Arsonist Air Blast is overpowered? No. No, not at all. What? Well, like the old Air Blast system, where you get like Air Blast to do walls. That was awesome. I think they should bring that back. That was overpowered, but no, I think it's in a good state right now. How's life? I'm all right, man. That's all you need to know as a TC2 fan. No offense. How long do videos usually take, both clip dumps and video essays? Probably longer than they should. Clip dumps are a lot easier to make. Like I said, I'm not trying to hide that. The time taken to make clip dumps is usually just actually collecting clips, because I like making clip dumps really long because they aren't exactly very intense to edit or make. So instead, I like to make the video longer. The exact time for a clip dump, maybe like a month or so, if I already have every clip ready, which I probably don't. But if I did, it'd probably only take like a month or so. Video essays take longer because I write a script for them, and, you know, I write notes for like different like scenes and stuff I have to do, and recording those quote unquote scenes is kind of a bother sometimes. Like the intro for the PDR video, where I had to, you know, get people on, and then I'd have to get that map set up, and you know, you gotta think all that out. Not like a ton, but you know, to an extent. And you know, it's kind of a bother to record stuff like that. But I like recording stuff like that because it turns out silly and it's funny and it looks cool. So I'm gonna keep doing it. So video essays take longer, maybe like 2 months or so. I don't know. Oh, I know I'm behind schedule by that then, but I'm getting there. I've been working more on the new video, which is a weapon video. If you haven't figured it out by now, I've been working on it more the past few weeks. It's going in a good direction. I don't know when it's gonna be out. I mean, I have a release date in mind, but I'm not gonna tell you because I don't know if it works out. Making videos, and editing videos and playing TC2 and everything is just a hobby for me. This isn't my job. I have a job, so stuff like that. Other commitments in my life take up more time than editing and playing typical colors too. What class would you like to see have a class-specific Jungle Inferno type update? Probably mechanic or doctor. Probably more mechanic, just because I kind of been with him, and like he doesn't really have any other way to play. I mean, I don't think mechanic is particularly boring because I've been playing a lot of mechanic recently. I know that kind of goes against the entire point of a video I made, but that video is old, and I'll have to maybe redo that someday. The point is, I think mechanic's very linear right now, and that there's not really a lot of variation of how to play him. I mean, it would be cool to see something for like new PDAs and destruction PDAs, because like they made those slots in the inventory, so I was assuming they were gonna put something there eventually, but they never did. So I don't know. Maybe we will get new weapons and side grids for that slot, but right now we haven't. And the only real different way to play is with the gunslinger, but they gutted it, so it's basically just you gain 10 HP and like 7% more movement speed and a sentry gun that shoots rubber bullets. So I don't know what the point of it is. What's your favorite unusual hat? If you mean effect, it's probably Black Hole, since they remade it. I think it was Louie who remade it. Yeah, it was. Louie. Loyology, or however you pronounce his name. Shout out. Awesome remake, cool ass effect. I love it. And by that logic, my like favorite unusual hat that I have is probably my grease worker, because it has Black Hole. Naturally, it's my favorite because it has my favorite effect. And this hat has a little bit of history, so you know, I don't know. I like it, and I'm probably never ever going to get rid of it. Sorry, is his name a real word? I don't think it is. What does this mean? Study of infectious diseases.
Loamology. Loamology. Loamology.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Yo, mechanic, put your shit away. Have weapon reskins in TC2 ever seemed like a strange case to you? Thank you for watching my Q&A. Goodbye. I'll see you hopefully soon enough, whenever I finish my goddamn video.